dabbled in crack, gun packing, nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global, the only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total, getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading, just in case. Keep a shell at the tip of your melon, clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections, drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately, Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer, while we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections, drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing, nickname.
Goddamn, guys. Goddamn.
Goddamn is right. My camera's fucking blurry, and I have no idea why. Give me 2 seconds here. And we're back. There we go. All right. All right, man. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, man? Camera's moved again. Bell is out here fucking moving the camera for about the 4th week in a row. Well, what is going on, everybody? How the hell is everybody doing? And yes, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious Podcast, and this is episode 217 of the podcast, man. And what is going on, everybody? We're back, like I said, with another edition of the news. If this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday after Monday Night Raw, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news, man. If this or if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, that is episode 197, 98. Is it too early for Ospreay and Swerve? We talked about all that good stuff. Talk about how Tony is booking himself into a corner yet again. It may be a bit too early for this. Also, we talked about all that good stuff, man. You know, Swerve being a baby face.
Yeah.
Swerve being a baby face, and how that interferes and all that. Dude, we talked about the whole thing. We talked about the whole scenario of Ospreay and Swerve and how it's too early, and we got some more to talk about on this Monday because Tony booked a match that everybody swore played into story with Swerve and Roderick Strong, and it absolutely played into no type of story whatsoever. I don't know what's going on here, bro, but man, we got a very interesting episode of AEW Dynamite to talk about on this Monday. But back to last Monday, if you guys did miss episode 198, that is available for you guys on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Monday after Unscripted. And again, that is it too early for Ospreay versus Swerve, man? Which is obviously taking place at Forbidden Door, man. And with that, oh yeah, also the fact that the guy holds a whole different championship in the company. Anyways, if you guys did miss, or if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top description of this very video. And this bonfire is where you can find all 8 of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful designs, the very best in the IWC. You can find them on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. Where, again, like I said, you can find all 8 plus more of these beautiful designs, the very best the IWC has to offer, man. And with that, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show, and as for the other half, we might need a map to find him, but he's right here. He is Sir K. How the hell are you doing, man? How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling out, man. Things are finally moving along. So that's good. Can't wait for next week. It's gonna be a good week. Gonna be a good 2 weeks after that. I'll tell you that. But everything's going good, man. Things are finally moving forward. Some things will never move forward, but this one thing is moving forward, and I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. Things are finally happening. It's Clash weekend.
Yeah.
Is it okay? I forgot. It's Clash, dude. The only thing I say about the summer is I confuse which pay-per-view is which the whole summer. Did it last year, doing it this year. I know I'm going to do it next year. You guys know me, man. Pure dyslexia at work, man. But I'm doing great, man. I've been doing great. Next week, I should be doing even better. And yeah, I can't wait, man. But I've been doing good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? Bell, Logan, how you guys doing? Everybody watching the chat, how you guys doing? Anybody in the replay, how are you guys doing? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Yeah, doing good, bro. Moving through, bro. Moving through life, man. Walking through the mud, as Roger Strong, or as Daniel Garcia said on Dynamite. Trying to walk through mud currently, but other than that, I'm good. I'm good, man. Doing good, bro. Doing good, and yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. However, how is everybody doing, man? As Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante? Logan, Bell, Pops, everybody here now or as a part of the replay. How the hell are you guys doing, man? JT, JB, Gotti, you guys know who you are. Thank you guys for being here as always, man. And, you know, I was doing all right, but then Bell had to share some news, man. According to Bell, it's that bum Damian Priest that's been moving the camera. But if I'm being 100% honest, I believe Bell. I think it's maybe could be Damian Priest, but I think Belle's in cahoots with him, man. I don't think she's telling us the whole truth here.
I think so. Maybe
I,
it could be.
I
I
could
don't
see
know.
it.
It could be something like that, man. It could be something like that.
I could see it every
That
week, man.
Pops,
I sit in the I
what's up
sit.
to?
Oh, there you go. As I sit in the same seat every week and do this podcast, man. Somebody's moving the fucking camera, okay? And I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I got my theories, but I can't. I think I got my theories.
Do you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna see about
Yeah.
that? Might have to find you a map so you can find the person. But, however, man, other than that, bro, I'm doing good. I'm super excited for Clash weekend. Obviously, next week we got the Clash at the Castle predictions. I'm so excited for you guys to see the graphics and the production of that show. I'm excited for it, man. And then obviously we got episode 200 of Unscripted coming up soon, man. So that's exciting. It's always nice to, at least try sometimes to stop and smell the roses, man. It is nice sometimes, man. Definitely somebody like me being their own worst critic. Sometime,
Oh boy.
it's very hard for me to kind of try to stop and smell them as much as I can. But we try, bro. But
You should.
well, that's exciting. It's always nice coming up on just these anniversaries. It's a representation of our dedication and how again we've been here what would be coming up soon for 200 weeks straight. So yeah, man. I don't know, but I don't know. It's nice, man. But yes, Belle is as of late, man. Belle has been on one of the most legendary runs in terms of just a notorious heel. She really is a part of the family in terms of living up to the name, for sure. Absolutely.
Really?
And once upon a time, still is the nickname. We haven't used the nickname in a while. I didn't want to overuse it, but she is the Twisted Sister here at the Notorious Heels podcast, man. So, I don't know. I don't know. Ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But I don't know whether it's a twisted older sister or twisted younger sister, but nonetheless, it's a twisted sister. So, I don't know what Belle's got going on nowadays, but she is, man. She's something, bro. She's something, man. But anyways, man, we got, so like I was saying, man, next week I'm very excited for Clash at the Castle, man. I'm super excited for that show. I think it's going to be a banger show. It's going to be a banger show, man. But, man, I will say, but going back to Belle mentioning that paper champion Damian Priest, bro, how is it people make YouTube videos, right, talking about like how bad WWE music is nowadays? Bro, I was watching a couple videos, man. How the fuck do people not think his song is like the fucking worst thing that man ever made?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I see people on these videos talking about, man, Damian Priest's song is alright. It's alright. Are you kidding me? Have you ever listened to it? It's alright.
All the time.
That song
Every day.
fucking sucks. That song
You love it though.
Bro, that song has got to be the worst fucking thing I think I've ever heard on a WWE track. But now, there are worse songs. There are. But, bro, that is just... Man. Bro. I can't even begin to describe how bad that song is. That song's got to be one of the worst fucking theme musics I've ever heard. Ever. It is just... There's just... I don't know what the fuck they got going on in that song. It's a bunch of nicknames and weird ad-libs. Fucking, I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell they got going on in that song. But, bro, I don't get it, man. But anyways, the Triple H got to do something about that, man. Oh, God. DIY song, bro. Man, that's some.
I love it.
Oh, bro, Bron Breaker's song, dude. But I get, I get people, saying those songs are bad. But to say Priest's song is all right, nah, you gotta lump that song right in there with those ones, bro. But I'm telling you, Bron Breaker's song, he gets me more hype by body language than his theme song does. When he comes out and he does his, and he's fucking breaking his fucking. That shit gets me more hype because when the air raid sirens and the barking's going off in his theme song, and he does, he's hyping himself up, and I'm getting hyped during that part. He does the little hand symbol thing, and he breaks, and he breaks, and then the song just goes into the most generic piece of shit you've ever heard in your entire life. It's like somebody's fucking pranking the guy. Like somebody was like, man, we're about to fucking prank this motherfucker and hit the worst fucking theme song ever. But whoa, Bill. Don't tell me you're talking about the other side Judgment Day's song. There's no way. Because I'll say Rhea's song's a banger. Damien's song's probably the worst piece of shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Finn's song is Catch Your Breath from CFO about stripped down to the fucking bare fucking bones and just being made to be the most just generic, horrible song I've ever heard ever. I actually fuck with Dominic's song. I do. I think his I think his song is like, I think it fits him. I honestly, I'm being 100% honest. I do not think I've ever heard JD McDonough come out to anything other than the other side.
I don't think he has like the actual like main roster Def Rebel thing.
Yeah, I don't think so. If he does have one, it's got to be pretty fucking bad because I have absolutely no memory of it whatsoever. But, oh, I see what you're saying, bro. Yes, Judgment Days. I'm so glad they let them keep the other side, bro, because, man, I mean, if they would have took that away from them, bro, talk about stripping things down to the fucking barest of bones, and that would have been Judgment Day coming out to anything except for the other side, because good Lord, that would have been a shit show. It really would have, man. But yeah, but I don't know. But apparently, Belle is leaving the flock. She's saying she might be a possible member of Judgment Day. I mean, she left the Notorious Hills podcast. Unbelievable.
That's not right. That's crazy.
I would say I'm shocked by you, but as the weeks go on, I can't say I'm surprised. Okay? Unbelievable. But yeah, bro. I don't understand how people genuinely say Damian Priest's song is decent. That's got to be the worst fucking song I've ever heard in my entire life. And this guy is the world fucking champion. Jack Swagger. But here's the thing about Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger actually had a fucking decent theme song. You want to know why? It was made by Jim Johnston. Okay? Actually, he's one by CFO. The real American one actually was kind of a banger too. But, I don't know. The only downfall Jack Swagger's Jim Johnston theme song had was that it was played on Raw vs. SmackDown 2011 on like the 24-hour loop. You couldn't get that thing to fucking stay off the menu. That thing was always playing. So I did get sick of it as a kid. But Logan in the Elite, man. I like it. I like
that one. He's hanging out with Jack Perry and shit.
He is.
I could see it.
He could be. But many do say here at the Notorious Hills podcast, we do have our own bloodline. I call you guys my brothers and sisters. I mean it. We might have our own little bloodline going on around here. We might. We
very well might.
So, man. All right, man. Speaking of the bloodline, actually, start you guys off with some news. Actually, now that we're done doing our 3 sets of tomfoolery here in the intro of the podcast, Roman Reigns. Speaking of the bloodline, man, Roman Reigns, bro, man. I told you guys on Monday, man. I said, look, if bro,
Oh my God.
okay, we might be doing a fourth set of tomfoolery now that Logan commented that. Logan says, how about he says, how about that Tony Khan meltdown on Twitter? Oh, all I gotta say, honestly, all I gotta fucking say, bro, is what the fuck do you mean by sickos? Who exactly? Who the fuck are you booking these shows for? What do you have to do to reach the criteria of being a sicko? I book professional wrestling for the sickos.
So,
What?
I mean, so did Vince McMahon, but I think we're talking about a different type of sicko.
I think, yeah, I would certainly hope so.
But fucking smelly marks, all 2,000 of them that show up every week to your show. What the fuck? Did you see that video of Will Ospreay's entrance? And the dude was filming it from the fans' perspective, and the whole time he's filming it, you just see rows of empty seats.
Man.
Like, what the fuck? What's a sicko? Like, answer me that. Riddle me this.
Man, I'm fucking telling you, bro. I am telling you, man. Man, who are you talking, bro? And that's how I book for the sickos because I'm one of them. What?
What?
Bro, who the fuck? What do you have? I just know Tony Khan books for the people that, you know, obviously they love their matches. What do they call them? They're graps. Real graps. Real graps, bro. Fucking save me. These are the type of people that watch the match and all they do is sit there and grunt the whole time over each hit. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, oh, man. Strike. Oh, look at that knee. Oh, fucking sickos. Are you serious? Look at that injury. Man. Good God, bro.
Like Logan's right. He books for the niche of the niche ass marks. I don't get it. These aren't sickos. These are losers.
And see, people used to say this shit a while ago with the with Forbidden Door. When Forbidden Door first came out, people were like, he's booking for a niche market. Nowadays he is, because Forbidden Door isn't the biggest names of New Japan versus the biggest names of AEW. It's the biggest names of AEW versus the biggest names that we stole from Mexico and Japan. That are in AEW now. So it's AEW versus AEW. And if it's not, and if it actually is a New Japan versus AEW match, it's AEW versus I don't know who the fuck you are. So that
like,
I don't get it, man. I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it, man. But bro, I book for the sickos. That had to be absolutely one of the wildest fucking tweets I've ever looked at. I absolutely looked at my phone and said, what the fuck is this boy talking about?
I book for the sickos. Good God.
I was like,
you need a book for? You need a book for the people that smell good. How about that one? Boy, oh boy.
I'm telling you, one day I'm finding fucking somebody that makes deodorant, and we're coming out with Notorious Heels podcast deodorant because
we are, dude.
And I'm bringing it by the box to these shows, and I'm gonna fucking stand there and tailgate like a fucking little Boy Scout trying to sell his candies for the month. Deodorant, 2 for $5. Deodorant.
Like the best kept smell in the IWC, the only good smell in the fucking IWC, because the rest of them fucking stink.
100%, man. 100%. You come around our group at the show, you're coming around the few groups in the arena that actually have a pleasant smell to them. But I'll tell you what, man, our group at Survivor Series absolutely got overpowered by whatever the fuck that was, because that was absolutely the worst fucking smell in all way. Bro, Man, I'll tell you, bro. I've been through high school, middle school, elementary school. Kids are horrible with their hygiene, and they can be bad
Oh
at
yeah.
those type of ages. I've never fucking smelled a hallway that bad than Survivor Series.
Like this is a messed up story, but one kid smelled so bad they had to open the windows and have him go to a different classroom to air out the room, and it still didn't smell as bad as Survivor Series.
It
That
did
is
not.
wild.
It did
It
not,
really did
bro.
not. Like, come on, bro. Come on. How do you stink that much? What are you
Man,
doing? Not showering, apparently, or bathing, or doing anything. At least put something on.
I
Fuck.
book
I don't some
for
people
the
do that.
sickos. Absolutely one of the wildest fucking tweets I've ever seen in my entire life. What the fuck does that even mean? Well, can you get to booking for the masses that used to watch your fucking show 3 years ago? Please.
Ugh.
Please.
What about the other fucking 12,000 people that used to show up? Now there's only two. What about them?
Whoa, 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 Bell. We can't be talking about the Mina and Tony story, man. Our boy Logan already got called out for being a homophobe, man. For
Like,
simply just asking what was going on here.
like just not knowing the history, because obviously they didn't tell us it's AEW. Just absolute horrible person. He never wants to see that in his life, apparently.
Now, I will say, I do like that Mina and Tony actually have a story going into
Yeah,
Forbidden Door. I actually really like that they introduced Mina a while ago to build this up for Forbidden Door. But,
yeah.
man, I mean, the
But why?
storyline as itself, man, they just be doing some awkward ass segments, bro. I mean,
I can't
chest
stand
bumping,
that.
and then they'll just, I don't know what the fuck they got
She's
going
like
on, bro.
motorboating each other and shit. Like, dog, what you got going on here? Like, again, not complaining. I'm just confused. I just want to know why. That's all I need to know is the why.
Something, bro. Something. Because, again, and it's not even nothing against a lesbian story, but are Tony and Mariah even lesbians with each other? I thought it was like a mentor protege type story. And then Mina came in, was the girlfriend. Tony got jealous. So, like, I don't know what the fuck they got going on, bro.
I have no clue. I really have no clue, man.
I don't
But
fucking get it. But to quote the manager, amazingly, this is how you don't get a TV deal. And I don't know, Warner Brothers must be really Warner Brothers must be really desperate, because the story we got today, I mean, I know they're desperate to fill the NBA time slot. And like I said before, I think they should keep AEW, man. Again, especially now that they lost NBA, it's even more reason to, keep AEW. I wouldn't even doubt if AEW went back to TNT now that you don't got the NBA to interfere with all that. But again, they might have more sports that do interfere with it. So it all depends. I don't know. They're going to figure that out. But, so thank you, Bell. I will. I'm definitely going to start going with you to questions, man. So
literally, I have no clue.
I'm gonna send Bell the questions I have to tweet out, because Bell knows us. Bell knows us by now. Bell knows we're all right people, right? So she knows we don't mean nothing by it, because I'm telling you, you tweet something like that out on Twitter, all of a sudden you fucking hate the community. You're this, you're that. I mean, we go to
AJ Styles.
full AJ Styles, man, 100%, bro. Man, I'm telling you, man, Twitter sends you down the rabbit hole, bro. So I don't know what they got going on, bro, but man, I don't know, man. But anyways, okay, now that we're done with our fourth set of tomfoolery, Roman Reigns. Okay, hold on.
Who's one that I'd be hanging out with?
Ooh,
Damn,
I would definitely
that's
be
tough.
on the Roman OG side of the bloodline for sure.
I was just gonna say Dwayne would be hilarious to hang out with. He would be, but I think the combo of Jay and Sammy outweigh him, and I have to go with that one.
Oh, bro. If I get to hear Sammy tell stories about he was doing the two-step and the couch got on fire and the dude said, "Where's my dog?" And he said, "My dog, I'm right here."
Right
I'll listen
here.
to shit like that all fucking day. However, I would love to see Dwayne slap his forearms a couple times. That shit is, bro, that shit is goated, man. Bro,
We're just
just,
at the 5-star restaurant, just slapping his arm to the fucking waiter. What
excuse
the
me,
fuck?
sir, can I get the brisket sandwich?
He did that. Oh, hi, Mr. Rock. How's your meal? Just fucking, just okay.
How's your sandwich, sir? What the? Bro. I know, I
Yeah, but I would
definitely,
definitely go Roman.
yeah, honestly, actually, now that you mentioned that question, man, Roman is probably one of the celebrities. Like, you know how people always ask that question, like, name a celebrity you would sit down and just love to have, like, dinner with, like a conversation. Obviously, it was Wyndham. Everybody knows that. But my three,
Boys.
honestly, bro, my three would obviously be Wyndham, because I would just, I'm telling you that, man, by the time we got done with that dinner, that man would be so fucking tired of answering my questions.
Oh, I know. He did. Yeah.
John Cena would obviously be up there just because childhood hero type stuff. So,
Sure.
I would love to, and Roman Reigns. I would love to just know, like, how all this came together, how he felt during the big dog era, all that sort of shit. He's another one. Honestly, all three of them would probably hate me by the time we got done with it, but if I was to be in a bloodline, it would be hilarious to be in Dwayne's bloodline, but he would probably just be looking for me to glaze him all the time, similar to how he does with
100%.
everybody. But I would definitely be in,
Ooh,
I would definitely be in Romans for sure. I would probably get master manipulated, but I would just play, meet the Grams, and we'd be all right. Gave birth to a master
yeah.
manipulator. But anyways, yeah, 100%. And then again, the combo of Sammy, Solo, Jay, Jimmy, goated.
Oh, so fucking goated, man. I would definitely have to choose theirs.
100% for sure. And yes, but anyways, it's a great question. But anyways, now that we're done with our fifth set of tomfoolery for the episode, man, speaking of Roman Reigns, it is being rumored that Roman Reigns is reportedly set to make his long-awaited return to WWE in mid-July, in time for SummerSlam, for a potential showdown with the new bloodline led by Solo Sikoa. So, there is a debunking, if you can call it that, not really, but there is a story that came out after this that said rumors have fueled through the week, saying that the tribal chief was spotted training with a well-known friend. Moreover, Roman Reigns was also advertised initially for the original SmackDown before SummerSlam, adding to anticipation. However, WWE has revised its plans for Roman Reigns' return. The global juggernaut, along with the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio, recently revealed a new promotional material on X for August 2nd's SmackDown, and Roman Reigns is notably absent from the lineup. Now, as for who he was spotted working out with, Roman Reigns, let me see. Okay, he was spotted working out with a different actor on Instagram. Obviously, I don't think that has any, I don't even know why they put that in here. Senseless content. But anyways, yes, they have removed Roman Reigns from the August 2nd SmackDown, which is the SmackDown before SummerSlam. They have removed Roman Reigns, but again, take that very lightly, because WWE, I guarantee you, is not announcing his return. I guarantee you this bloodline shit is going to reach a boiling point, and 1 week, we're going to hear the music hit. Whether it gets leaked before or whether it's a complete surprise, WWE's not announcing that return. And again, they pulled him from August editions of SmackDown, but here, the rumor is mid-July. So I think we could absolutely see Roman Reigns back in time for SummerSlam, and I think we could. If we don't see him back in mid-July, I wouldn't put it past a SummerSlam return.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like the way everything's looking, SummerSlam itself would be like the latest he shows up, man. But I think we're getting him, man. I think we're getting him for the show, and I can't fucking wait, man. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's what it's building up to, and I love the sound of that dude. That gets me real fucking excited.
Bro, I'm telling you, whenever we just hear that, and then it fucking goes into the tribal chief music, bro. Oh, I'm telling you, bro, that is going to be, which I could see WWE having him come back before if SummerSlam tickets are selling like shit. However, SummerSlam tickets are selling great. So
Yeah.
I could see WWE bringing him back at that event. You know what I mean? Because, I could see, again, the stuff with the bloodline reaching a boiling point and having Roman Reigns come back in front of 50,000 people. Those people are going to lose their fucking minds, as is Paul Heyman. Because that man is absolutely drowning without the tribal chief, man. He is a stressed man nowadays. But, again, I could see WWE. This is a thing Tony Khan does. With, we got to announce this guy before so we could sell tickets for said event. WWE doesn't have to worry about selling tickets for said event. WWE isn't going to need that. So I say, if you're asking me, have all this bloodline shit reach a boiling point. We don't got too much longer to go, about 2 more months. And in there, you could spark all the shit with Jimmy and Jay, which will give it, or at least Jay, depending on Jimmy's injury, which will give it a nice oomph to the story. And then once all that reaches a boiling point, bam, Roman Reigns returns. You hear the like I said, you just hear that opening riff to the theme song and or beat to the, or chime to the theme song, whatever you want to call it. And I say you do it in front of 50,000 people at SummerSlam. The people are gonna fucking lose their minds. People have been obviously wanting to see this guy since he lost the title at WrestleMania. So. And ever since all this shit's been going down with Solo, people have been clamoring for this guy even more. We want Roman chance. I never thought I'd see the day. If you would have told me back in 2017, 16, 18 that this would happen, I would have absolutely laughed in your face. But those people are going to lose their shit.
Crazy, dude. It's crazy. I can't wait to see the look on everyone's faces in that moment when that shit happens, dude. Dude, the look on Paul Heyman's face. I know that shit's gonna be legendary, bro. Dude, I can't wait. This sounds so good.
The look on Solo's face, man. Dude, the pop when him, Jimmy, and Jay get back together. Man. I don't know. Hunter says, by the way, what's going on, Hunter? Do you think he will come back with his Shield theme? I hope not. I certainly hope not, because, man, we're past those days. And we are way past those days. The head of the table theme should be his theme song for the rest of his career. That is absolutely, that is one of the greatest theme songs of all time. 100%.
Oh, dude. It's just pure aura the whole time. And it's going to be insane at SummerSlam, dude. Fans are going to be going crazy. We're going to be going crazy. It's going to be great, dude. I think this is...
I was going to say, that's another reason, because I want to experience it with the group. I want to experience it when we're all around the TV and the music comes on and my fucking soundbar is probably going to be fucking blaring through the fucking walls. So, that's another reason why I say bring him back at SummerSlam.
100%. Hell yeah, dude. It'll be such a fucking moment.
Exactly. And then again, if Rock comes back, or or everything could be going well for the Bloodline, and then maybe at Berlin, you could have Bloodline versus Solo's Bloodline. Everything is going great for the Bloodline. The OG Bloodline's on top. It looks like they're finally going to get rid of this Solo Bloodline, and then maybe you introduce Jacob at Bash in Berlin, maybe. I know that's a ways away, but it would be ready in time for War Games. And then again, Bloodline's kind of struggling 4-on-3. We get to Survivor Series, and who picks up the call? None other than the fucking honorary Oos.
Ooh, that's just gonna be heat, dude. I think there
Yeah.
some real good looks to be cooking up, man. I think it's gonna go through. I think he returns either before or at SummerSlam, and I cannot wait.
100%. Yeah, definitely, man. So it looks like we're getting about mid-July at the earliest and August SummerSlam at the latest. However, in Roman Reigns' training video, he actually was sporting a pretty cool look. Obviously, he shaves his undercut like I do, and it was kind of grown out, and it had a little gray on it, and it looked like this man been through some shit. And I would absolutely, I would be a little interested in seeing him come out with a little bit of a scruffy look, being that the family has
Yeah.
went to shit since this man has been gone,
Definitely. I've embraced the gray a little bit.
Yeah,
Fucking keep the scruffiness. I think that'd be really good. I think that'd be a good fit for this character they could be doing. This redemption character.
100%. 100%, man. So, that's the news on Roman Reigns, man. We got a little bit more news on Roman Reigns. And his highly anticipated Jordan deal, Jordan crossover. And this is actually bad news because I've been needing a new pair of J's for a minute, and goddamn, I was actually really looking forward to the Air Reigns because I'm a fan of Jordan products. I love Jordan shorts. I love Jordan shorts. I love Jordan joggers. I like
Oh, yeah.
I love Jordan shoes. Ever since I was, got into that whole, culture, I guess, in middle school, the sneaker culture or whatever. I've loved the Jordan brand, and I was really fucking looking forward to the Jordan 12s. Actually, I can, if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, I can pull up the old image here. These, the Jordan 12 Bloodlines, as you see on your screen, these obviously were set to come out. Beyond wrestling, the Tribal Chief is also known as a significant sneaker collector. Often spotted wearing stylish pairs during his WWE appearances. However, it was also announced Roman Reigns customized black and red Jordan shoes, the Air Bloodline 12s. The Air Jordan 12 Bloodlines were slated to be released in January 2025, and they were meant to be available at select Jordan brand retailers in-store, online, and on Nike.com with the retail price of $200 USD. However, according to Kickfinder's official X account, the special shoe collection in honor of WWE's Head of the Table has reportedly been canceled. The announcement comes as another setback following his loss against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40 for the Undisputed Championship. On the other hand, a new report suggests that Roman Reigns might not be back until after SummerSlam. Which, obviously, we just talked about because WWE, deleted the advertisements. But, man, this sucks. Triple H was just on one of those sneakerhead shows, where they take them through the sneaker shop and they buy a pair of sneakers or a couple or whatever. And he was just saying it's well overdue for a WWE superstar to get their own deal on a shoe. And Air Reigns, Jordan and Roman Reigns, the collab, I was really looking forward to. I was really looking forward for them to come out with some shorts, some joggers, obviously some the Bloodline 12s. I was so excited for this, dude, and it really sucks. And I hope it's not off the table because this is something that absolutely needs to happen. And again, professional wrestling is, these guys are a part of the sneaker culture, man. They come out wearing the shoes, they come out wearing the stuff. Roman Reigns is always in, Nike joggers, Jordan shoes. He's always in this kind of shit. And it sucks, and I really hope this isn't off the table because there's a lot of fucking money on the table here.
Exactly. A lot of money on the table, a lot of money on the table here. That I think they're passing up, man, and it's really unfortunate, man. They looked phenomenal. They could have done so many more. After that, so many different ones with even different people. And I hope something ends up going through. So that's really disappointing.
Yes, the Usos wrestle in ones. So those are Nike.
Yeah.
But they do wrestle in Air Force Ones. I believe a couple times we have seen them with Jordan ones, but normally they wrestle in Air Forces. Normally.
Yeah.
But sometimes, occasionally they do wrestle. Like at WrestleMania, I know Jimmy wrestled in a pair of Jordan ones. I think as did Jay. But they're very specific. They really only wear 2 pairs of shoes, the Usos. They wear ones, they wear Jordan ones, or they wear Air Force ones. So, but I mean, there's a lot of people that do wear them. I know Finn's always wearing ones. Finn's always wearing ones, and of course, nobody comes to mind now, but there are a ton of people on the roster that do sport, gym shoes, or, basketball sneakers or whatever. But yeah, this really sucks, man. When I seen the hype package for, Jordan and Roman Reigns collab, I was very excited. And $200 price tag, to be honest, for a pair of Jordans are fucking expensive, bro. I mean, if you want a nice pair of Jordans, if you want a pair of Brett 11s, like I have, or Space Jams, or if, just any of those iconic pairs, man, Liv does wear them, yeah. I don't know about now, but I know she used to. Obviously, Enzo's another one.
Enzo with the cheetah print, dude.
Yeah.
That shit would have actually been tough as hell. I can't lie.
Nah, that would have, bro. That would have.
That was heat, bro.
Oh, bro. Speaking of Enzo, after this, I'm almost done. But yeah. So, what was I saying?
Undisputed, dude.
What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, if you want, honestly, bro, if you want like one of those iconic pair of Jordans, man, a $200 price tag is honestly not bad at all. Because like I said, you want a pair of Brett 11s, you want a pair of Space Jams, bro, you're looking at anywhere from $350 to $450. Like I said, man. So $200 price tag, sign me up. That actually is not fucking bad at all. And I would absolutely grab a pair.
Oh, 100%. That's a good ass price for those type things.
Yeah.
But a lot on the table, and I hope something ends up going through because maybe, they're kind of scrapping this deal with just Roman so they could do a deal with the company and do multiple people. That's my biggest hope in all this.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so now that you were speaking about Enzo, yo, what up, Durante? How the hell are you, man?
How you doing, man?
What was I saying? Oh, and not to mention too, basically, dude, anytime these guys come out for promos or run-in segments, Rhea, Damian, any of these guys really, they're all wearing some sort of Jordans.
The purple, dude. That was hard.
Dude, Judgment Day, Jordans, like Judgment Day. Judgment Day is always wearing ones. A Judgment Day pair of ones, but instead of like the little Jordan wing logo, it's like the double Judgment Day wing logo. That would actually go pretty tough. And then you could put on the bottom of it like Damian Priest is a bum. That would be pretty fucking hard, bro. That would be pretty. I would buy the fuck out of those sneakers, bro. I would have. If they come out with those, I'm buying them for everybody, bro. Everybody put your fucking shoe size in the chat. Judgment Day Jordan 1s that say on the bottom, because that's where Damian Priest is, on the bottom of the fucking sole. Damian Priest is a bum. Right on the bottom of the shoes, bro.
Damian Priest is a bum. Don't think they would put that on the shoe, but I respect it. I respect the hate.
I might go on Nike.com and create them myself, bro. Might be my
We
Christmas gift
should.
to all you guys. Then when we
Oh,
all
you know how like
meet up,
when
we could
CM
wear them.
came into AEW and he kept writing initials
Yeah,
on his
yeah, yeah.
shoes. Do it like that, right on like the side sole of the shoe.
There you go. Priest is a bum. Right
I
on the
like
side.
it.
Judgment Day
Uh,
ones.
Chicago, some fucking Chicago flag ones for
Oh,
Punk, dude.
dude. No, those would be insane. Um, those would
You
be
do some
absolutely
good
insane.
shit, dude.
So, oh yeah. Did you see Bully Ray tweeted out that like Enzo and Cass were one of the they were like one of the best original acts ever called up, and now all these AEW fans are getting defensive and don't want WWE to get Enzo and Cass back, so they're lobbying for Tony to sign Enzo.
Oh my god, they hated Enzo. They
Yes, they
hated
did.
his guts.
Do you remember when we
Oh,
were at Dynamite and fucking Cass came out and people were chanting, "We want Enzo," and then the other people were chanting, "No, we don't"?
like bro, Enzo's great, dude. Like, dude, we were just watching their fucking debut. Or remember that segment where their mic got cut off and they did their shtick anyway, and the whole fucking crowd
Yeah,
did
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was back in 17.
Yep.
The crowd didn't do that shit back then. That's how good they were, bro. Oh man, they're one of my favorite. I still have the fucking Bada Boom shirt.
Me too. Obviously, it doesn't fit me anymore, but I still do. I still do have it in my extensive T-shirt collection, along with all my Bullet Club goodies.
Hell
But
yeah.
but yeah. I good old AEW fans, bro. Good old AEW fans. Actually, speaking of locking down deals for certain people in the company, man. Let's talk about Bell's girl, man, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany
favorite.
Stratton. That is right. She has been lobbying for many, many months about this Tiffy in the Bank movement.
I
But
respect it. I'm down.
Tiffany Stratton has signed with Paradigm for representation in brand partnerships, acting, books, and speaking engagements, and television/film, amongst other realms. Paradigm is betting that her stock will only rise as wrestling is poised for greater exposure thanks to... Good Lord. I don't know why my eyes just got so blurry. Anyways, wrestling... My eyes are horrible, dude. Wrestling is poised for greater exposure thanks to a $5 billion and $10 billion deal starting $5 billion and $10 billion deal starting with Netflix in January 2025. Paradigm hopes to model Stratton's career on trajectories flown by Dwayne Johnson, John Cena, Dave Bautista, and all whom originated on WWE and became some of the most bankable names in Hollywood, per The Hollywood Reporter. See, back in the day, you hear about contract negotiations in WWE. WWE hounds the talent like sharks, and the talent have nobody to present them. You know what I mean? And all you hear about back in the day, you know, and not even back, I shouldn't even say back in the day, as far back as a couple years ago, was the only people that really had a manager were guys like Brock, guys like Cena. Well, Rock's got a whole fucking team. Cena, guys like Cena, guys like Batista, but the only guy that was really, you know, a full-time type guy that had any sort of deal like this was Brock. That's it. And I love to see people, because Tiffany said that she wanted to break into Hollywood by the time she's 30, and I believe she's like 25 now. She wants to break into Hollywood by then, and this is great that WWE is, you know, allowing and, you know, letting these people sign off on, you know, representation agencies that allow them to be helped with partnerships. We just talked about Roman Reigns' deal being canceled, you know, but getting people with these talent that can help with, like it says in here, brand partnerships, acting, books, speaking engagements, television, film, and other things as well. This is great that more people in WWE are able to have the opportunity to be signed with these sort of agencies to help them, because WWE for years have represented a lot of these people, and they don't present them with opportunities. They keep them from them. Like many years ago when CM Punk did the infamous Art of Wrestling podcast that probably would have saved AEW in the long-term history of things. Probably one of the greatest butterfly effects ever. But
Well, to be honest, that podcast creation is probably a part of the creation of AEW at the same time.
very true. Very true.
It's
I guess
its creation and its downfall.
definitely. I guess that's just how it was meant to be, bro. But you know, you got you got CM Punk on, those kind of podcasts saying, after I left, all these people were hitting me up like, yeah, we pitched this idea to WWE for us to make a CM Punk pinball line of CM Punk pinball machines and all this stuff, and WWE never said a word to him about it. Or, hey, we wanted you for this movie. Really? I had no fucking idea. And it's very nice that these people are able to represent themselves instead of... Now, again, I don't think WWE is necessarily in the business nowadays of keeping... Maybe they are, but maybe not to the extent of keeping things from, these people. But it's so nice that these people can actually have a part of their own career, because for the longest time... Vince had the idea, nobody could be bigger than the company, nobody could do shit outside of the company, this is the end-all, be-all. It's not like that anymore, man, and you're seeing it here with these people being able to actually take hold of their own careers.
No, exactly, and it's really nice, and I think it's part of the way Triple H sees things is, at the end of the day, someone can come in, we can make them good, and have them for a couple of years, and they go off to Hollywood. And Hollywood... Here, anytime someone, sees them in a movie, asks, how they started, they'll be directed back here, essentially. Their machine is so good, they could just keep doing it. We could create someone, they could get big, use them for a couple years, they go to Hollywood, our presence is still with them. Yeah. And then do it again and again. Because, yeah, they can completely lose Tiffany Stratton in like 6 or 7 years to Hollywood. She'll always have the tie to WWE. That'll always point people back to them. Yes. And at the end of the day, they just create another one and just keep that cycle moving. I think Triple H recognizes that, and he's perfectly fine with it, because at the end of the day, they are a machine. And now, with Triple H, he's using the idea of the machine in a positive way. Vince, that shit was a machine. It would grind you. It was a wood chipper. You know what I mean? Yeah. But now, Triple H... Exactly. But now, Triple H, he's Big Ben. He's a clock. He's a true machine. And it's okay for a part to get replaced, because at the end of the day, he just replace it with a nice, shinier part. And I like that mentality, and I think it's going to help them a lot in the long run with the way Triple H runs things. I actually love that.
Definitely, man. And yeah, I mean, again, you look at Batista, John Cena, The Rock. Yeah, they're all huge in Hollywood, but whenever they come back for a match, all eyes are on WWE, so it's more exposure for the company, which means more money for the company. And again, like Sir K said, I'm watching a movie, and I see Tiffany Stratton. Maybe I have no idea who she is. I say, who the hell is that? When did she start acting? And then, somebody tells me, oh, well, she was a wrestler. She started in WWE. Oh, okay. And maybe I go look at some of her work. Maybe I'm a lapsed fan that says, oh, shit, well, let me go check out Tiffany Stratton's work. And again, you look at The Rock, you look at John Cena, you look at Dave Bautista. What's the main thing said when people see these guys in movies? Oh, that's the wrestler. That's the guy from WWE. Oh, he's acting now? And he's pretty fucking good.
Exactly. How many times people say, oh, yeah, Batista and John Cena, those two are the best wrestler to actors. The Rock is The Rock.
He's glazing himself, dude. He's a great actor. You got to tell him that.
That is true.
Can't
But
tell them
like that
otherwise.
stigma will always be with them, and anybody that goes to Hollywood from that, Roman, that whole movie he's making right now, when that movie comes out, it's gonna be the talk of town. WWE wrestler Roman Reigns stars in the movie. Come on.
Drew McIntyre is was cameoed in a movie that Batista's in right now.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yeah, but there's some Batista's film, and I can't remember what it's called. Drew's in a cameo for it, and I believe I heard about somebody else doing some other acting ventures too. It might have been Becky. Yeah, I think Becky
No,
wanted to experience shit in Hollywood too. So,
I know Becky. I know Seth did, but all his scenes got cut
that's
because they
horrible.
completely redid. Apparently, they're redoing that movie a third time again. They're reshooting a bunch. I saw. Seth, I think, was doomed from the start working with them, so it's really not a Seth thing. It's
He
more
looked
of
good too. He looked cool.
he did. He looked badass. 'Cause, again, the group had a bad. It was like the Serpent something. It was a cool ass group he was gonna lead in that movie, but not anymore. But the Roman one looks really good from those set photos I saw. Yeah,
Yep,
Cody too.
Cody's doing another. Yeah, he is. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I did remember hearing that Cody is doing some stuff in Hollywood. Let me see. The Naked Gun. Cody's gonna have a role in the Naked Gun movie remake.
Why
So,
not?
hey, again, it's more exposure for the company, which, like I said, is more money for the company. And, yeah, like I said, all this does is tie people back to WWE because they're going to be like, oh, who's this person? They came from WWE. Oh, and again, WWE, if they can act like a lot of these people can, like John, like Batista, a lot of these people can act. And the good thing about WWE, you not only get practice of acting, you get to be your own stunt double. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You get to be your own stunt man. You get to act and do the stunts. Look at what Roman Reigns has done. He has been a phenomenal fucking actor in WWE with the segments that they've produced. Just in the bloodline alone, that on top of the appeal of this guy can actually do his own stunts if we need him to. And now the riskier stuff, obviously they're going to have a stunt double because you don't want to risk it. But
Yeah, that's just how it works. But
if you need to do simple stunts, they can do them.
they're used to getting physical. That's their whole fucking job. So it's the easiest process in the world. You know what I mean? Like it's a great fucking system, dude. You could have Damian Priest over there. You could
No,
hire him
fuck
to go
no. I'm
voice
not watching that
Megatron.
movie. Hell
He'd
no.
go he'd go voice Megatron with his deep voice, fucking roar shit. You got a lot of people, dude, and I think it's a great system, and I'm glad they're taking advantage of.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So this is great news for Tiffany Stratton, and this could be great news for just WWE as a whole going into, the future, man. But actually, we were just talking about Seth Rollins, man. So we're going to talk about an interesting story that came out recently regarding his old character, man, the Monday Night Messiah. So, Elias revealed in a recent interview with Metro UK that he was the one who came up with the idea of the Monday Night Messiah character for himself. WWE listened to it. They did not give him the idea, and it later ended up being used by Seth Rollins. Damn. Isn't that
tough?
That is really tough, which is very crazy because if you look back to that time, that man was sitting at home doing nothing in WWE in like the year 2020. And I'll tell you what, man, I hate to say this, bro, but the more time moves on, man, John Cena was very right about what WWE actually stood for. I know John Cena was using it as promo material at the time, but he might have been right about the wasted wrestling experiment instead of WWE standing for Walk with Elias. Now, he had a lot of upside, but the fact that they gave him the same fucking segment every week killed it.
Like 3 years straight, it was just the same segment. It was literally like his own Miz TV. It's just that one thing he did. is that same segment. He would come out, sing a song, talking shit about the city they were in. Someone would come out, interrupt them, and have a match with them on Raw. That was it. That was all they had him do for like
Yep.
3.5 years.
Same
So I
segment.
feel bad for the guy at the end of the day. I think they could have done a lot better with him. And
They
that's
could have at
unfortunate.
least
I
put
think,
him in the group.
yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
mean,
come on,
damn.
Rock. Like this guy up. But I do think Seth, played that role better than he probably could have at the end of the day. But it's really unfortunate. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, definitely. I now again, like you said, Seth didn't absolutely knock it out of the park in terms of in all honesty, there was really no better option than Seth. I think he did a great job. I think WWE didn't explore enough with the Monday Night Messiah or just I hate
No.
when they put a name to things. I wish he would have just went by the Messiah. I
Hmm.
think that, I think the Monday night, Friday night, whatever was kind of corny,
Yeah.
but I think the Messiah worked the best, but he knocked it out of the park. And like I said, WWE did not explore nearly enough with what they could have in terms of just the content or the context and just the what the character could have been. So yeah. So that is the news on the Monday Night Messiah being scrapped for Elias and given to Seth Rollins, man. But ultimately, in the end, dude, I do think WWE did go with the best decision, bro. Man. Well, speaking of going back to WWE, man, some more contract news regarding WWE. Corey Brennan of Fightful reports that negotiations have begun between WWE and Dijak for a new contract, with both parties viewing the early negotiations positively.
That's good. That's good. I think something will be worked out, man. I know he's at least put in the contract, put me on Raw for once. But
Yeah.
it's good that it's going good. I think he will. I think he'll be, on Raw very shortly. But that's good to hear that it is going good.
100%. 100%, man. Yeah. Um, yes, it is good. It is good, man. And honestly, dude, I do think, bro, once, well, it is a good sign that they haven't let him get this deep into free agency like they've let Chad Gable get this deep into free agency. But so that's good. That's good. But again, if I'm Dijak, all I'm making sure is that I'm actually featured on the show, because there's a lot he can offer. There really is a lot he can offer, and I'm not even just saying that, man. If you needed him to, offer, a new fresh take, and again, his character's so, just, it's just a fresh character. It's something that he's been crafting in NXT for a couple years, and it's just something I think could really do well on Monday Night Raw. I think so, and the Dijak hijack could actually be a pretty decent storyline that they can run on the show. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. It could be a pretty decent storyline that they can run on the show, and it can actually do them a lot of good, I think. So I think they're missing out, and I hope he does stay with WWE, because if he does go to a company like AEW or something like that, Tony Khan's going to get his fucking few sicko matches out of him, and then he's going to, throw him back in the toy bin, never to be seen or heard from ever again.
Exactly, dude. And with the Dijak hijack, maybe, there's someone else on Raw that's disgruntled with how Raw on TV is treating them. Maybe he gets the help of someone who also disgruntled with the way Raw has treated them. Maybe you get Braun Breaker and Dijak, and they could do something together for a little bit.
Yeah.
You got potential, something like that, mate. You could do good shit, man. You could do a lot of good shit with him, man. So I hope something works out and soon.
Could actually be a pretty decent faction. I know, well, you know, you got Dijak, who could be the little disgruntled. You also got another guy who used to team with Bron Breakker that actually was a very enjoyable tag team, the Wolf Dogs with Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin hasn't been used on SmackDown at fucking all. So maybe they put together a package when you eventually do have to trade Jey Uso over to SmackDown. You could send Jey over to SmackDown for Baron Corbin and a couple other pieces. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're not going to trade Jey for Baron because that's a fucking, but you could send Baron Corbin and a couple other pieces over to Monday Night Raw for Jey Uso and Sami Zayn or whatever, you got to do to fit the story. Or maybe they just come to a deal, with Nick Aldis for a, just maybe a deal for Survivor Series or whatever they got to do. I don't know. But, you could maybe create something like that. But, you're missing out on a lot with Dijak. And I hope that they nail him down to a contract to WWE where it can actually be used properly instead of going to Tony Khan's sicko toy bin. Seriously. And, the guy can actually be used. So I would like to see something like that happen, man, with Dijak. And I would honestly like to see him stay in WWE.
100%. I hope he does. I think a lot of these guys are, but I hope so.
But to be honest, dude, with Dijak, if you re-sign him and you don't use him, you have to stop, and I mean seriously have to stop taking from NXT if you don't want to use them. Honestly, guys like Baron Corbin, bro, if you're not going to fucking use them, why the hell are you calling him up? Why are you calling him up? Odyssey Jones. Dude, why are you calling Apollo Crews? Why? Why are you calling these guys up to the main roster and you're not using them? I don't get it, man. So you got to use Dijak. You really do. He could be a fresh face in the mid-card scene. Or how about this? You could send him to SmackDown where maybe it's not as crowded. You need heels.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, fucking AEW needs heels too, but, Tony Khan's not going to use them for shit because he's not his favorite.
They have heels. AEWheels.com.
Yeah, my ass. They have heels. Fucking they what? Bro, ooh. Me and Sir K, bro, sat here and told them not to make a specific guy a heel. And what did they do? They made him a heel, put the world title on him, and it's surrounded by nothing but fucking baby faces. Like we fucking said. Do not turn Swerve heel. Different story for a different fucking day. Do not turn him babyface. Keep him as a heel. You had a perfect heel at the top of the card. Turn him fucking babyface. Now you don't have a single heel at the top of the card. Nice.
Makes no fucking sense. Where are you going, guys?
Ridiculous. Fightful Select is reporting that Angel Garza's WWE contract is set to expire on August 1st. So 2 days before SummerSlam, Angel Garza is up with the WWE, man. This is another one, honestly, we've seen crazier stuff happen, if Angel Garza does decide to pack it up and leave. That could very well be a possibility. It could very well. But at the end of the day, I think Angel Garza is staying. I think Angel Garza is staying with the company. I think he's staying with the company. He's in Legado, and I think, that could be something Triple H could eventually want to take somewhere. So I think, I think they do keep Angel Garza. And I like him in the group. It's just a similar situation to Imperium. I just want to see them be taken serious. Yes, I would like to see them. It's like I said, it's similar to an Imperium situation where I would actually like to see the tag team taken seriously in the group and not just the leader of the group.
Oh, 100%. Exactly. A lot of factions in the modern age do that, where it's all about the leader, and the group does nothing on their own. They don't go for the tag teams. They don't go for none of that. And I really hope that changes soon. But Garza, more than likely see staying. I think they like him in that group. I think they like him, so more than likely I see him staying.
100%. 100%, man. So speaking of some more contracts, Gable. Chad Gable. It was reported earlier this week by Fightful Select that Chad Gable's WWE contract is expiring this Friday, today. So his contract is expired as of today. Gable is expected to get offers from both companies, that being WWE and AEW. If he hits the free agency market, it is still unknown if WWE has offered a new deal to Chad Gable. And with that, it came out today that it seemed like the bidding war of 2024 was not for MJF. It was indeed for Mr. Gable. So,
That's wild.
Wrestling Observer Newsletter is reporting AEW have interest in signing Chad Gable. AEW is not allowed legally to make an offer until his WWE deal expires. Gable has key people in AEW pushing Tony Khan to sign him. And with that, it has been noted WWE have made an excellent offer to keep Chad Gable on the roster.
Hopefully, dude. Hopefully it's excellent enough, because always hearing the phrase people in AEW pushing Tony Khan to sign someone is the biggest hint obvious that he'll never be used in AEW.
Yeah.
Unless Tony Khan wants you, you're not going to be used when you sign to that company. So don't. That's really reassuring that they offered him a really good deal. And I hope he takes it, man, or he takes a deal with them, because he needs to stay here, bro. He needs to.
See, for the past ever, honestly, me and Sir K have been huge fans of them since American Alpha. So honestly, forever.
Right.
We have done nothing but sing this man's praises. I mean, Gable is a monster. Gable, he is. He's a beast. I love Chad. I think he's amazing. And I'm going to say this with all due respect. This guy's got to be an idiot not to stay with WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he knows that. Again, look at all the guys that have been signed to AEW specifically to be pushed by Tony Khan to do so. They all go on to do not much. Now, obviously, there's the bigger names, that go on to, to do stuff. But like Sir K said, that is a huge sign of Tony Khan doesn't want you. He just kind of wants to make everybody happy because Tony's a good guy. And he wants to make everybody happy and sign their friend because he knows Chad Gable's money, but he kind of doesn't really want Chad Gable. He really just wants to focus on his boy Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
But he just wants to sign Chad Gable just to say this is where the best wrestle. Gable, again, I love Chad. I will sing this man's praises up and fucking down. Again, I constantly say it every Monday. Everybody wants to point fingers on who's the Kurt Angle, who's the next this, who's the Kurt Angle here. There's no other guy than Chad Gable. You're literally looking at the guy that comes anywhere close to being Kurt Angle, and that is Chad Gable. That is Chad Gable. This guy is, this guy is him. He is amazing, and again, like I said, he's got to be an idiot not to stay with WWE. This story, people have been clamoring for AEW to tell rich storytelling for the longest time, and Chad Gable seems to be having a blast with his rich storytelling he's got going on. He's got the story of Raw right now. Is him and Sammy and Otis and Alpha Academy. He is making a faction that has Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa the best part of Monday Night Raw.
Like, bro, come on. That's how good this man is. That's how good this shit is.
He is making this mid-card scene main event shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Sami Zayn, for another time in the span of 2 years, is yet again another part of one of the greatest just stories attached to the championship. One of the great stories, I don't know about greatest, but one of the great stories attached to the IC championship. And then, in my opinion, Sami Zayn has probably the greatest fucking story in all of fucking WWE main roster history with the Bloodline. That's just me. But,
oh, yeah. 100%.
But, you know, again, one of the better stories attached to the IC title involves Sami Zayn again, and it is being led in all reality by Chad Gable. And again, like I said, I love Gable. I think he's amazing. He's got to be an idiot not to stay with the company, man. He's got to be, bro. But with that, man, I do believe Gable. I do believe Gable stays. And I think he knows it. I think it's all but confirmed with the clash. I mean, he could sign a short extension, but I think it's all confirmed with the Creed brother rumors and the Clash at the Castle match. I think Gable stays with WWE, and I think it's the right move for him.
I think so. I think it's the right move. I think it's the best move. And I can't wait to see how the story goes, man. I really can't.
100%, man. Speaking of some more WWE news, man, we actually moving over to some unfortunate injury news, and this is actually really unfortunate injury news here. Rhea Ripley. According to Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Rhea Ripley is rehabbing her shoulder rather than having surgery. Right now, she is not scheduled to be back for SummerSlam. Damn.
And that sucks, dude.
But if she heals up faster than expected, or if the storyline changes to where they need her for an appearance, it's still possible. If she cannot mend if she cannot mend her shoulder enough, she could need surgery. Fuck.
I could just get surgery at this point, dude.
I would have just got this. Yeah. I mean, what were you saying?
If you got the option of wait it out, but there's a decent chance that you'll have to get surgery anyway, or just get the surgery and take the time, just get the surgery and take the time, dude. It'll be better in the long run. Trust me.
100%, man. 100%. It'll be better in the long run. You'll be able to fully heal. Be able to, I know PT is the less stressful option, because the surgery recovery could be a while depending on the injury, but at the end of the day you'll be 100%. At the end of the day you'll be 100%, man, and it really does suck that again, I don't want to play armchair quarterback. It is her choice. It is her choice, and I know it's probably eating her up. But honestly, it really does add to the lore of the storyline with not hearing from Rhea. So
yeah,
this is actually a great scenario where take as much time as you need is really valid here.
Yeah. Let the story cook, man. Let the story sit in the crock pot, man, and let her come back fully healed. And when it's time, man, you could really extend it out and do something with it.
100%, man. And it is really adding to the aura of Rhea coming back and just how much Dominic is going to eventually cave in this storyline with Liv. But it does suck. I was really expecting her back for SummerSlam. Hopefully we get her back for Berlin. But I don't know, man. It does suck, man. It really does suck. And I hope everything does, get worked out. I hope everything does get worked out with, Rhea Ripley and everything surrounding her, man. But it does suck, man. It does suck. And I really hope that everything situates itself for sure.
Truly, I hope it does, man. I hope it does.
For sure, man. So moving over to some AEW news, actually. Going back to the contracts. Christian Cage. Christian Cage was doing a recent interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he was asked about how much fun he's having in AEW, and he simultaneously revealed his contractual status with the company. He says, "How could I not be having fun right now? It's still fun. I have no timeline. I signed an AEW contract. I think I have 3 years left on this contract. We'll get to the end of that and then see what happens." End quote. This is good news, man. This is good news. He's treated great in AEW. I think at his age, for the body of work he's put on, he's shown that he can absolutely swim. He's shown that He's shown that he could swim. He put on an absolute barn burner at, what is he? He's got to be nearing 50 or above 50 at this point. He put on an absolute barn burner with Swerve at Double or Nothing. He can still rock and roll, bro. He still can rock and roll. And, I think at the end of it, man, I think he re-signs with AEW. And I think guys like Jericho, I know as much as a lot of us would hate to hear this right now, I think guys like Jericho, I think guys like Copeland, I think guys like Christian, unless something drastic happens in the AEW landscape, I do believe they stay with AEW and kind of be the grandfathers of that company.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I think so. I think he's gonna stay, and I think that's where he's gonna, end his in-ring career is in AEW, and I see it. He's been doing great. He's phenomenal, doing what he can at his age. It's been fucking great. He was the best TNT champ. He wasn't even the champ.
Yep.
That's how good that man was. So he wasn't the champ, and he's the best champ. Well, he did end up winning, but you guys know what I mean. But he's done phenomenal work, man, and he's gonna continue to do it. And I think he's gonna end his in-ring career in this company. Same with Jericho. Whether we all love the learning tree or not, whether we love the bad apple, that's what they call him, the bad apple,
or the
Big
redwood.
Bill. Like, first of all, that's Eric Rowan's name. He's the Redwood. First of all, second of all, why the red?
Who called him that? Was it Brian?
It might have been Brian, but I think that was just like one of his nicknames, like through his whole run in WWE. It was like the Big Redwood. He's a big guy with red hair. So
Gotcha.
I think even back in the Wyatt days, that might have been his nickname. I'm not too sure, but I know when Brian, because we called him the intellectual inbred.
We did.
That was our nickname for him. Even though he's a smart ass dude.
Thanks to the Glazer, who originally started the inbred joke. He did.
The inbred jokes. He did start those jokes, man. But whether it's Big Bill, he's with I love Big Bill, man. But I think those guys are gonna end their careers in AEW. Yeah, obviously, like we said, something drastic could happen. But overall, I see them staying.
Yeah, for sure.
Jericho vortex, man. Some people just got that vortex.
Some people just don't. Need to be sucked right into it,
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, bro. Another contract expiration. Content creators, man, we gotta love this year, bro. Holy fuck. Contracts, dude. Well, back in 2019, everybody and their mother got a 5-year deal. I'm surprised I didn't get a fucking 5-year deal back in 2019. Everybody was getting a 5-year deal. Now it just, honestly, we probably would be getting more of them, but Vince McMahon decided to release everybody a year into all their new ones, in 2020. So, probably not even a year, probably a couple months in all honesty. But anyways, another 5-year deal coming up. This is an AEW 5-year deal. We have multiple guys coming up. And when I say multiple guys, I mean one guy. Pentagon, Penta L0M, Penta L0 Miedo, Penta is Oscuro, Pentagon Jr. All of those guys are set to become a free agent very soon and could be on the move to WWE. It was also noted that there is already interest from WWE, and was also noted that there is I think I just read that twice. Hold on, let me just start over. Penta L0M is set to become a free agent very soon, and this could be he could be on the move to WWE. It was also noted that there is already interest from WWE about getting him to sign a deal where he is expected to hit free agency between August or September once his AEW contract expires. Man,
it's a tough situation because I feel, like the WWE system could benefit him. It could.
It could. It will.
Could,
oh my God.
If he'd be willing to learn, and I don't think he is in a way. I don't know if it makes sense. He's an older guy. He's probably thinking, why would I go to a company where they're going to, in a way, treat him like a kid in terms of training him in the PC. When I've been doing this for so many years and whatnot, and I could just stick to this place, just doing what I do, and the boss loves me, and whatnot. So I see him completely staying, to be honest. Just for the fact I don't think and I'm not saying he's one of those guys that I'm not going to take your advice or I don't want to learn, because at the end of the day, him and Penta did take Jericho's advice, or him and Ray did take Jericho's advice with slowing it down a little bit. So he's not opposed to advice, but I think he would be opposed to the whole WWE system change and whatnot. I think it would benefit him. I don't think he wants it to be, or I don't think he thinks it would benefit him going over there. So, I feel like he's one of those guys, one of those sickos that Tony Khan, means. And I think he'll stay with AEW at the end of the day.
He could be one of the sickos. He could, and I definitely hear what you're saying. But man, it would be, it would be really nice. Yeah, it would be remiss not to talk about just how amazing he would be if he not only slowed down, but didn't use a fucking Canadian destroyer 5 times during each match. Like, actually seeing him have to get into his bag, I know the bag is deep. I know it is.
Yeah.
But if he wouldn't rely on stupid shit like that, I really think he would be phenomenal in AEW. I really do. I think he would be great. But with that, I would love to see him go to WWE. But as of now, I do see him staying in AEW unless he's unhappy and we just don't know about it, and he's tired of, being one of these guys that sits and then just gets brought back to do Death Triangle shit because it's clearly obvious that Tony Khan loves the other brother more than he loves Pentagon. It's painfully obvious Tony Khan values Ray Phoenix more than he does Penta, but Penta also,
I will say, I think Ray is the better wrestler out of the two.
I do. I think Ray is better, and I think, I think Ray does have the more potential out of the two. Obviously, Penta's got the cooler look, and I think that's something. Penta is the one that fits more fits WWE more than Ray does. Ray Phoenix in WWE, I could not even imagine, because I just feel Triple H's fucking head would explode watching those PC coaches. I'm telling you, their heads would literally explode watching the psychology of Ray Phoenix inside a wrestling ring.
Oh, they would jumble. All the old guys, they would just have to jump the guy after what they seen, bro.
They would.
Because it'd be like an 80-year-old watching like fucking prime like pro video game footage, just fucking pure fuck.
Yep.
They would not understand. I mean, I'm fucking 22 years old. I can't even understand what he's doing in the ring.
Dude's just fucking running around. He looks like me on the fucking playground back in elementary school.
Literally, dude. But like, if you want to get an AEW, they could get in WWE. Fucking Andrade with Penta, that would go hard, dude. That would be a hard ass look. The black mask look with Penta. We wanted it. We never got it. We could get it. It would be really nice.
Yep.
But I don't think he's gonna do it. Now, again, like you said, it could be wrong. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is, it is painfully obvious that Tony does like Phoenix more, and Penta very well could be tired of sitting at home and then just coming back and doing random death triangle shit for no fucking reason other than whatever Tony Khan has in his sicko brain for the day. But, we'll just have to wait and see. But, as of right now, man, if I'm being honest, man, I do expect Penta to stay with the company. AEW, that is.
I think so. Yeah.
Definitely, man. But, moving on, man. AEW and Warner Bros. Discovery. Remember in the intro when I said that Warner Bros. Discovery was probably very desperate in terms of content? And it's not that the fact that they want to keep AEW, because like I said, I think keeping AEW is a smart decision for the network. I do. According to Warner Bros. Discovery, they have been very happy seeing AEW's Dynamite audience demo and rating rising every week over the last 4 weeks. Now again.
It fluctuates.
I never bring up ratings. I'll always be, not to say that I never have, but I'm not one of those guys that likes to bring up the ratings religiously like some people do. You'll always hear me bring up crowd attendance because I think that's something that shows. But in terms of ratings itself, it's
because I don't even think ratings like numbers count towards like YouTube TV and shit. I think it is an outdated system at the end of the day. Like you said,
right.
I'm more focused on crowds.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest, indicator. But it does matter to an extent.
For sure. And so the thing is, the ratings, again, they always say number one on cable. I have YouTube TV, so does my rating not count because that's technically streaming? I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. But again, I'll never be the kind of guy to bring up, so now again, do I get my ratings jokes in there sometimes? You're fucking right, I do, because they're hilarious. But am I going to be one of these guys that's, religiously swears by, well, this show sucked, look at the ratings? That's not, no. AEW was putting on tons of banger shows in 2021 that got 800K viewers, and it was a banger-ass Dynamite.
Exactly. They would have heard us back in 2016, 2017. How many fucking jokes we made every 3 weeks when Raw would have its lowest rating record hit? We make those jokes all the time.
100%. Fox SmackDown gains the highest rating ever, and the SmackDown sucks. You want to know why it had a highest rating in 2021? Because it's on Fox. I mean, ratings is an outdated system, but at the end of the day, you look out into that crowd in SmackDown of 2021, and you're seeing tarps. That's what you're fucking seeing. And you look at AEW nowadays, I'm not going off the ratings. I don't even give a shit. What? Collision, oh my god, Collision got 300K viewers. What do you expect? The crowd fucking sucks. Or what do you expect? The show sucks. That's why there's nobody in the fucking crowd. You know what I mean? Dynamite. You know what I mean? What?
That man got balls too. You don't even put in tarps. You should be seeing empty seats. That's wild.
I know he's going into them. He's hitting up them lazy arena workers, bro. I'm telling you. But
Like shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, you look out into AEW, again, don't take my word for the show fucking being hot garbage nowadays. Now, again, you got good stuff on there, but look out into the crowd. Nobody's willing to spend money to come to the show. That's a problem. I don't give a fuck what the rating is. I don't. I don't care if the rating's 500, 600 viewers, bro. Look in the crowd. You're selling 2,000 tickets for what is considered the second biggest promotion. And it is. And you're selling 2,000 tickets?
Yeah. That ain't good, bro. That ain't good.
Now, again, I don't know what type of timing Warner Bros. Discovery is on here, bro. But, man, I mean, AEW being happy with the demo and the rating rising, it ain't by much. You guys should really be looking out into the fucking crowd because it's getting slimmer by the week. Their all-in attendance has been cut in half from what it was last year. 80,000. This year they're at 40. Are you serious? That's literally cut in half.
Like, come on, guys. It's so obvious. The ratings are literally like a heart monitor. It's just boom, 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 just up and down every week. One week they hit 600 something. Next week they hit 700. One week it fluctuates, man, and that's okay. But I wouldn't call it great. Like you said, the crowd, they ain't selling shit. Nobody's in that fucking crowd. That used to be the best part about AEW Dynamite was the fucking crowd. Now it's the worst part. The crowd sucks every fucking week because you go to the same fucking places. Maybe Warner Brothers can put on their side of the deal, go to different places to sell more tickets. Please. Because that's what they fucking need to do.
Yep. And it really goes to show, with that crowd attendance, people don't want to come out to your show, bro. These same venues that they're going to, they used to sell the fuck out. They used to sell out. Sir K, do you remember when we went to Dynamite last June? Do you remember how shocked we were that there were actually empty seats in an AEW arena?
I don't know.
Me and you were looking out like, oh my God, this is the first AEW show I've went to where I've seen an empty seat. I shit you not, because we've been going to AEW shows since 2021. First Dance, Dynamites, All Outs, Thanksgiving Dynamites, Forbidden Doors. Never until last June did I see a lot of empty seats in a Dynamite arena, and I was shocked. Nowadays, it's the norm. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. I don't know what they got going on, but I'm telling you, if Warner Bros. Should be looking at I know they're the media, so they're going to be caring about, cable numbers. They're not really going to be caring about the crowd numbers, but man, I don't know what the hell they're talking about in the rising ratings, because whatever I'm seeing, like this week I seen it went up in 3K. And again, that's not something I care about, but I know it's something they care about. Not really anything to be proud of, considering, Dynamite was chasing Monday Night Raw 3 years ago. They were on their ass. I'm talking 600K away from matching them. They were hitting 1,900K viewers. Now we're at 6? You're telling me 300,000 people just stopped watching for the fuck of it? They just stopped watching because, I just don't want to watch anymore. No, something had to have changed.
A lot changed. And it's done in their growth, man.
It has.
You're right, Bell. You're right. Maybe WWE should send their crowd voices over to AEW, man.
Come on, Bill.
Maybe they should.
You don't gotta do them like that, bro.
I mean, they are getting pandemic era crowds.
No, they are, dude. They really are. Another piece of news. According to an interview with Bootleg Kev, gotta love Bootleg Kev. He's going out to NBA YoungBoy's ranch in the middle of the fucking Montana snow. In the middle. Yes, that's that guy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He did an interview with a AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland. on the potential of WWE. Actually, before we get into this, bro, did you guys see the interview of Bully Ray and Mark Henry trying to ask Swerve about his presentation? And Swerve was trying to, play it down that he is presented in a great light. Swerve.
Hey, bro, no, you ain't, dog.
My man, I love you, bro. I do. I think you're the man. I want to see you treated better. All the fans can feel it. Everybody can feel it. Just because they put their countdown to Swerve doesn't mean you're presented in a great light. It doesn't. You are presented as the fourth most important thing on the show. And to be honest, I don't want to see Swerve lose the title, but the way they're presenting him makes me feel like there's no point in him holding the title. And I hate that I have to say that. I genuinely do.
Oh, 100%. It's so frustrating and so wrong. But I did watch that interview. I will say that one of the funny clips was when fucking Bully Ray was talking about PLEs. And then fucking Swerve goes, "We do pay-per-views, we don't do PLEs." This shit kind of killed me, I can't lie. But
like don't get me, obviously I clowned on it at first, bro, but like technically WWE doesn't do pay-per-views, bro. I mean, it's a corny name, but it is a premium live event. And AEW does do pay-per-views. And the PLE name has grown on me.
No, it hasn't for me. I think that's still the stupidest shit ever. PLE. Come on, bro.
I mean, it technically isn't a pay-per-view. It is a... I get it.
You call it a pay-per-view anyway. It's just how the system works. Like, the only things you... Like, what do we call the Willis Tower? Their whole lives.
Sears Tower.
The Sears Tower. Is it the Sears Tower? No.
That's fair.
But we still call it, because that's the name that makes sense. I'm never calling that shit a PLE. The fuck out of here.
Premium live events, man.
Fuck.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but the name has slowly grown on me. I will say it's something that has kind of stuck. But I get where you're coming from. It's like Twitter and X. Nobody fucking calls it X. Yeah.
Except companies. There's the only thing that calls it X.
But man, I definitely get it with the Sears Tower analogy, man. I would say, I'm surprised, you do know where it's located, but I know you've been on your map shit lately, so I understand. Maybe you get it now. You get it. You're starting to play this game, bro. So,
horrible game I'm playing. You guys don't want to be a part of this game. I'll fail at it.
No, he doesn't. No, he's doing all right. So, anyways,
so.
Bro, again, Swerve, I get Swerve. Swerve's not the kind of dude to go out there and just bury the company. He's not going to be one of those guys. I get that. But, bro, in all honesty, dude, come on. You know damn fucking well they are not presenting, rather. You know damn well they're not presenting you the way they could be. You know that, bro. You know that, man. And I know he does. I know he does, man. And yeah, I don't know, man. Swerve, bro. Swerve. I really just want to see him presented better. But again, we'll talk about it on Monday. But honestly, bro, if they have to have Ospreay take the title off of him so we can get, or honestly, if we have to even have him drop it to Bryan at All In, I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, bro.
I'll be fine with it.
And it's this, and for the well, you got to keep the same energy with WWE. I'm gonna be honest. I'm feeling the same way about Cody Rhodes, bro. I'm a little bit over the title reign. They've done absolutely nothing to make me feel excitement for these title reigns. And it's like, do I want to see these guys keep the titles? Sure. But the way it's going, they're not doing anything to make me excited for the next feud,
No, they're really not. It's really just, they're just there. They just got the title. That's it. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, to the point where if they're not even, they're not even getting me excited to see him lose the title like they are with Sami Zayn. Like, I'm excited to see Sami drop the title and go back on that redemption arc. But with these guys, they've just created such a pointless atmosphere behind their title reigns. It's just like, if they lose the titles, am I really going to be, bent out of shape about it? No. I don't know, man. So anyways, Swerve, the AEW World Champion, did an interview with Bootleg Kev on the potential of WWE and AEW working together. He says, if there's ever a time it could happen, now is more likely than ever for it to happen. I don't think either person, Tony Khan or Triple H, is opposed to the idea. I don't think there's ever been a time that it's more likely than now. Now, with saying that,
I get it. I think the whole thing, which I've heard about this, is very true. I think both sides would be very open to it until it comes to the talks of who's going over. That's where it all fucking crumbles down.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think it could be an argument between Tony and Triple H. I don't really see it being an argument with the talent too much.
Oh, no, not the talent, but those two? Fuck yeah.
Oh, they're gonna go at it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best fucking wrestler on the fucking planet. This is one of the best wrestle. It can't beat him. You can beat me in the promo battle, not the wrestling match. I'm a fucking sicko.
I'm a sicko with 8 stars.
I'm a sicko with 8 stars. Somebody help this man. Jesus. Christ.
I would like it. It's everyone's dream. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but it's the dream.
It is. So I see what Swerve is saying. I know Triple H, neither guy is opposed to the Forbidden Door concept, right?
No.
WWE likes it with TNA. Tony Khan likes it with CMLL and Forbidden Door, New Japan, right? And have we seen crazier things in wrestling? Sure we have. We've seen CM Punk come back to WWE. We've seen CM Punk come back to wrestling. We've seen Bret Hart come back to WWE. We've seen a lot of fucking crazy shit in wrestling. This wouldn't be the craziest, but does this benefit, and this is the way WWE is going to look at this, does this benefit WWE more than it does AEW? No. And it benefits AEW a hell of a lot more than it does WWE. But WWE knows there's got to be money involved in this, and that's what they love. And I would love to see it eventually, but I'll tell you, if this is the same WWE, then we'll see. If they are in at least a little bit of that mindset that they were back in the day, WWE will work with AEW when they're at their absolute lowest. Which sucks. But
which, I mean, you can work with them now.
yeah, but WWE is going to want them to be a little lower in the gutter. But again, Tony Khan is going to... It's going to take a lot out of Tony Khan to do this, because this man absolutely just fucking acts like he hates WWE. But honestly, there's a lot you can do here. And I mean a lot you can do. There's a lot you could do. I know there's a lot of resentment by Triple H. There's a lot of resentment by Tony Khan. There's a lot of resentment there. And yeah, like I said, man, there's just a lot that can go on, man. And it'll be a very interesting dynamic, but in terms of these two working together, if there was ever a time for it, WrestleMania 40, when that Shield music hit, I don't care what WWE had to do. I would have shilled out the fucking bank to get Jon Moxley and Seth Rollins to walk through that crowd in Shield gear. I would have absolutely done that. instead of just having
So good.
poor Seth fucking hobble out there on a fucked up knee and just get Superman punched. I mean, they told a great story with, him getting the revenge on, with Roman getting the revenge on Seth, but I honestly don't see this happening anytime soon. And for anybody who listened to this interview, I wouldn't get your hopes up because there's a lot of resentment. Like Bell says, Triple H has got the resentment of killing Black and Gold. Tony Khan's got the resentment of killing the hype of AEW. There's a lot of resentment going on here, and I think the talent would love it. These guys would absolutely probably be fucking trying to kill each other over who wins what.
Oh, fuck yeah, it'll be great. Like Bell says, we gotta see the meeting. You gotta put that meeting live. You gotta live stream that meeting between those two. Put it on IG Live, man, because
IG Live.
Is that the place to put that meeting? Because that's where it's gonna be at IG Live, with the argument. So, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. But it would be great.
Yeah, definitely. So that's I guess the take of Swerve Strickland on these two companies working together, man. So time will only tell, and maybe we could see it one day. Like I said, I'm assuming, crazier stuff has happened in wrestling, bro. But at the end of the day, these are two companies these are two men specifically, Tony Khan and Triple H, that do not have it out for each other, or that have it out for each other rather. But But as for our final two stories, man, F4W Online. F4W Online. Oh, bro.
Oh, we have to.
Oh, dude. Yes. Oh, 100%. 100%. We will definitely get the Notorious Heels. We'll definitely get the Notorious Heels on. We will definitely get the Notorious Heels little Discord chat going on, bro. So, 100%.
Exactly.
100%.
That'll be the best.
Yes, 100%, man. So, oh, bro, man. F4W Online reports that WWE is considering moving LA Knight versus Logan Paul to Clash at the Castle in Scotland. LA Knight versus Logan Paul at Clash at the Castle. Golly, my eyes are just playing with me today. Okay, WWE is considering moving up LA Knight versus Logan Paul to Clash at the Castle in Scotland. Many expected the showdown to take place at Cleveland, or in Cleveland at SummerSlam, but we may not have to wait. We may not have to wait that long, as it seems it was noted that things could become official for the match tonight on SmackDown.
I mean, after last week, I could see it. I wouldn't be shocked. I didn't think we'd see that hit so soon last week. So, I wouldn't be shocked. I would really like that, actually. I would prefer that.
100%, man. 100%, bro.
100%. LA Knight versus LA.
See, the thing is, though. The thing is... Wait, I'm sorry, bro. My mind's completely blank. What did you just say?
LA Knight versus LA.
I'm confused.
You didn't see that Carmelo Hayes fuck up?
Oh, I know. I did. Yeah. Oh, I did. You know what? As a matter of fact, I did see those memes, bro.
I did. Actually called fucking Logan Paul LA. Ugh. Poor man. He sent him off to the wolves.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Moving this up to Clash is, in my eyes, a bad move. I think there might be a little too much they're trying to put on Clash with Cody and AJ, Drew and Priest, Piper and Bayley, Sammy and Gable. I mean, you could add that as the one last match. I would honestly prefer getting like a tag match on there, to be honest, bro. The Raw Tag Team Champions, I'm sorry, are useless. They are. Miz and Truth. Yeah. They got to get the fucking titles on somebody more important. They really got to. Theory and I would save Theory and Waller versus DIY for Cleveland. I would have Gargano and Ciampa win the titles in Gargano's, home. But
I see it anyway. Because with the story they're making with Waller and Theory, I like what they're doing there. So
Me too.
babyface Theory is almost honest.
To be honest, what I would do, just so you don't oh, and then I don't know if they want to put this on the kickoff or the main card, but Jade and Bianca versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. That's another thing that they've been teasing. I would honestly get something like that on there. This is what I would do. Logan and LA, I would have it happen at Money in the Bank. I would have it happen. Golly. I would have it happen at Money in the Bank, and I would have Logan win, and then I would do the rematch. And it also plays into story because Logan has a beef with Nick Aldis. I would have him cheat to beat LA Knight at Money in the Bank. And Logan pulled some funny business with the match against Cody. So Nick Aldis and him kind of have a bad, rocky relationship. I would have Nick Aldis make him defend the title again against LA Knight, but all his buddies are banned from ringside. Something like that. And then I would have LA Knight take the title from Logan Paul at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I like that. I think that could be good.
Definitely, man. So that's what I would do. I think Clash is a bit too early. I think Clash is a bit too early, man. But it should be interesting nonetheless. But yeah, I do think Clash is a little bit too early for this match. I would save it for Money in the Bank and then SummerSlam, in my honest opinion.
I get you.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what though, Bill. If you do want to be involved in some watch parties, you gotta see this man Sir K fall asleep. You gotta see it, bro. So you might have to
see that.
You might have to drop your Discord in the chat, or if you don't want to do that because it's public, you got my socials. So drop the Discord, and you gotta see Sir K fall asleep during a Wrestle Kingdom main event. It's an absolute thing of beauty. It really is.
Yeah, man. I do fall asleep, but that's okay.
Wow, he admitted it. That's a first.
Not all the time. But sometimes I fall asleep. Very rarely. It's really only those, watch parties. But sometimes you probably fall asleep during those watch parties. Sometimes.
Literally every Wrestle Kingdom watch party we've had, all I see is this. At the end of the show.
You put both fucking nobodies against each other. What do you think I'm gonna do?
Listen, bro, you're telling me you don't want to see Hiroki Goto versus Gabe Kidd?
No, I don't.
Bro, I say this Gabe Kidd guy talking about the Glazer. I see him talking about the final boss and his New Japan promos. I'm actually kind of interested to see if he's good now. I hope they put him on Forbidden Door.
Hopefully. I hope so. Maybe we get, a form of him versus an opponent I care about. Which he faced AEW people, so probably not. But I heard him also say he wants to face Orton in New Japan at some point. That's not gonna happen.
Face Orton in New Japan.
Kid can dream. Give him that. Like me.
Oh Lord. Golly.
Good dreamer. All wrestling's biggest dreamer.
Oh Lord. Yeah, normally, Bell, we usually don't do the Discord ones for those shows. Normally we don't do them for those shows. Normally we only do them for like the New Japan ones or
other. You get it.
Other stuff. But hey, if you are interested, you got
it's always open.
You got the social. You got the social. All right, for our final story of the day. Bron Breakker, Bronny Boy. WrestleVotes puts out there. They tweeted out yesterday. They are told WWE has considerably altered its creative plans for one Bron Breakker. The second generation superstar has impressed many higher-ups in his short stint on Raw. A source states Breakker is slated to be a major focus heading into the Netflix era. With his age, speed, look, and pedigree, this rare combination of talent isn't to be overlooked, said the source. That is a great point, Bell. If they do, really want to take into consideration his pedigree, I think Braun Steiner or Bronson Steiner, would be nice.
I like Braun Steiner. Braun Steiner is perfect. That's the perfect name. I would love that name for him.
Real quick. Actually, Logan is correct. Me and Logan have talked before about doing. I think Sir K might have been asleep when we were talking about it, but go figure. I don't know where his map was placed, but I'll tell you, it was asleep. It was probably somewhere in the middle in the sleepy river as he was streaming along. Me and Logan have had the idea of doing some old retro ones from our childhood, like some. Just one night we'll all be in a Discord just watching like the fucking 2010 Royal Rumble or something like that. Something just talking wrestling, bro. So yeah, drop the Discord and the socials for sure. It's up to you, but yeah.
I'll be awake.
I don't know about that. I don't know how fucking long that'll last, but it'd definitely be something cool. But yes, we've definitely had some other ideas for them. So yeah, I would love it. I would love it, man. I think it would be fun for all of us whenever AEW gets their streaming to do a retro AEW ones, so we can all reminisce about the fucking good old days.
Fucking 2 years ago, god fucking damn it.
Golly.
But no, that sounds really good.
But anyways, back to Bronny Boy. Back to Bronny Boy, man. Bronson Steiner, would like Bell was saying, man, if they want to focus on his pedigree, maybe it would be nice to change his name, even though I know the name is a little corny, but it's another thing that kind of has grown on me a little bit. I kind of just grown up and known him as Bron Breakker.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think it's really. I hate the double K.
That's the worst part for me.
It's the stupid part where you read it and you're like, okay, what the fuck is this? But saying it, Bron Breakker, that's not a bad name. It has grown on me in terms of how it's said. But I just think Braun Steiner, the guy has family history, so just use it, dude. Just use it.
100%. 100%, man. And yeah, Braun. Listen, man, Braun, first of all, this makes me happy because he's probably not getting traded to SmackDown like everybody thought, which I thought was the absolute dumbest idea. You create conflict and interesting dialogue opportunities and you fucking trade them away. That's got to be one of the absolute dumbest things I've ever heard. Bro, now, it would make sense maybe next year if Adam Pearce doesn't want to draft Bron Breakker again because he's been through a year of hell with him. That makes sense. But this is great news. This is great news. I love hearing that creative plans have changed because he's impressive. Impressive. He's impressive to the higher ups, and he's really, along with the IC title scene, he's been making a hell of a statement in terms of he has a badass presence. He's a fucking monster The people
Oh.
love him. The people
right.
love this guy. You hear everybody doing the hoo as soon as this guy goes out there because he got that dog in him, bro. And
He
he's
does.
a fucking
not-
monster. He's a monster. And he is really, I'm telling you, if you're looking for the next guy you can shape and build into the next final boss, you know, the next guy to come out and fucking slap his forearms until they're purple. You're looking at a guy like Bron Breakker. I mean, he has the essence, he has the aura of what could be WWE's next final boss.
As Twitter says, bro, he's got that perk angle energy, man. He
Bro.
is a sicko. That's you fuck that Tony Khan sicko shit. I like the WWE sickos. I like Braun Breaker. I like Dragunov. Those are my type of fucking sickos, man. And he gives that sicko vibe, man. You know, he should come out to sicko mode. That's what he should come out to. That would be the perfect song for him.
I don't really know about all that. But
But he really does have that potential to be. He is the next big thing in terms of this company, man. I think they recognize it, and that's good that they recognize it.
yes, and I'm very glad that they are willing to, you know, I'm very glad that they're willing to scrap and move creative plans because of how well he's doing and because nobody I'm sure people expected him to be good. Nobody expected him to be this good. I can guarantee you that. Nobody expected this guy to be this good, but man, has he exceeded all expectations, and he's done a fucking fantastic job of you know, impressing people. And you know, again, like I said, within 2 months on the main roster, he's probably the second best thing, arguably the first, depending on who you talk to, on good things going down on the show. It's Bron Breakker, dude. And yeah, he's definitely got the potential to be, you know, a final boss type character for WWE. And no, the current final boss of WWE is not the fucking Rock. It's Roman Reigns, obviously. You know, I know he likes to go in and, you know, jack people's nicknames and whatnot, but you know, he's the Rock, bro. He is, you know, he's
The boss.
he's the Rock. He's not the final boss. I'm sorry, but this is amazing, and the Netflix deal is so huge for them. The fact that they want him to be one of the major focuses on that, he's got a bright fucking future. And the only thing, and at this point, the only person that could stop Bron Breakker is Bron Breakker.
Exactly. So all of what's going on here, man, I love it. And I hope that's true, man. I think it is, and I genuinely cannot wait for that Netflix deal to fucking be initiated. I can't wait.
100%. 100%. Definitely, man. Cody versus AJ is tonight.
No, I think Cody and AJ to get is what we're gonna get at Clash. That's what,
I see what you're saying.
Take us to that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's gonna be good too. It's gonna be an interesting night.
Definitely. It is, bro. But yeah, that is everything we got here today for you guys, man. That is gonna do it for this edition of the Notorious Hills podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great episode 217 of the podcast, man. And thank you guys very, very much for joining us, man. And with that, man, that is gonna do it for this edition of the Notorious Hills podcast. Thank you guys so very much. It has been always a pleasure on this great episode for my Johnny Mayhem.
And that is okay.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Hills podcast. Thank you guys so very much, everybody, for joining us, man. Bell, Logan, Durante, Pops, Hunter, everybody who came here live, everybody who's part of the Replay Mafia, JT, JB, Gotti. Thank you guys so very much. And I will not forget about you. on Monday, Mrs. Bell. Even though actually, you know what? Bell did baby face up today. I can't lie.
You did. Yeah.
You know, she was on her normal shit in the beginning, but you know, harassing, you know, my camera and whatnot. But we got off to a great start. So unbelievable. Face turn I never thought I would see. But with that, that is going to do it. And thank you guys so very much for joining us. Please like, comment, subscribe. And boy, I cannot wait to talk about what we have for you guys Monday on Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching. Button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass whip.